why I did what I did. For a start, I didn't think that people actually sent out printed wedding invitations anymore. If I'd known that the innocuous piece of silver card smothered in horseshoes and church bells would be the ignition for the worst argument we'd ever had, I wouldn't have opened it in his presence. Marie Langham plus guest. I don't know what annoyed Ben more, the fact that he wasn't deemed important enough to be named, or that I said I was going alone. I'm working, I tried to explain. The invitation is obviously a kind formality, a politeness. All this is easily rectifiable, he said. If you wanted me there, you wouldn't have kept me in the dark. The date was blocked off as work months ago in our calendar. True, but I couldn't admit it. He wouldn't appreciate being called a distraction. Now I have to make it up to him because it's the right time of the month. He hates what he refers to as enforced sex. Too much pressure. And any obvious scene setting like oyster and champagne dinners, new lingerie, an invitation to join me in the shower, or even a simple suggestion that we just shag. All the standard methods annoy him. It's hard to believe that other couples have this problem. It makes me feel inadequate. One of our cats bursts through the flap and aims for her bowl. I observe her munching, oblivious to my return home until this month's strategy presents itself to me. Nonchalance. A part of Ben's stress is that he thinks I'm obsessed with having a baby. I told him to look up the true meaning of the word, an unhealthy interest in something. It's not an obsession to desire something perfectly normal. I unpack, then luxuriate in a steaming bath filled with bubbles. I'm a real sucker for the sales promises. Relax and unwind and revitalize. I hear the muffled sound of a key in the lock. It's Ben. Who else would it be? Yet I jump out and wrap a towel around me. He's not alone. I hear the voices of our neighbours Rob and Mike. He's brought in reinforcements to maintain the barrier between us. There are 2 ways for me to play this, and if you can't beat them... I dress in jeans and a t-shirt, twist my hair up and grip it with a hair clip, wipe mascara smudges from beneath my eyes and head downstairs. "You're back," says Ben by way of a greeting. "The guys have come over for a curry." "Sounds perfect," I say, kissing him before hugging our friends hello. I feel smug at the wrong-footed expression on Ben's face. He thought I'd be unable to hide my annoyance, that I'd pull him to one side and whisper, "It's orange." The colour my fertility app suggests is the perfect time, or suggests that I cook instead so I can ensure he eats as organically as possible. "Who's up for margaritas?" I say with an I'm game for a big night smile. Ben's demeanour visibly softens. Result? I'm forgiven. The whole evening is an effortless success. Indifference and good old-fashioned getting pissed works. Ben snores after drinking, but I lie still, resisting the urge to prod him. There's no point in antagonising him. It was actually my therapist who first planted the idea of playing it cool in my mind. Judy had implied, annoyingly, because I always want her to be on my side, that Ben's feelings mattered too. Last week's session began awkwardly, as I struggled to find things to say, once again doubting the benefit of talking things through. Secrets develop out of necessity, and I'd already offloaded enough. Perhaps I'd simply run out of things to say or finally got bored of my own voice. But clearly not, because there I was, sitting opposite her, again. Fighting the urge to leave, I studied the titles on the bookshelf behind her. I hate silence. It was the best I could come up with, until a thread of thought tugged. Relief. I grasped and ran with it. A list of all Ben's good qualities and the positive aspects of our relationship. I'm glad I persevered, because I left the appointment buoyed up, full of hope. I imagine that if anyone ever found out that I was seeing someone, they might assume it was because of Nina and her shock diagnosis the summer before last. But it was way before that. Not even Ben knows.